Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing really good, staying at your houses, staying safe if that's what your governments have been advising you to do. Today I would be explicating a list of action plans that you must have in place amid the coronavirus outbreak affecting your business. Here in the UK we are locked down, passing through the peak phase of virus spreading, so really strict laws are implemented. Yet I think this is the best time when we can just take a few steps back from our normal trading and ponder upon things we can do to improve our business processes, bring down the cost, and making our business more cost effective in general. So if you are a small to medium sized business and even a larger business, given the coronavirus pandemic, these are the steps that you should be taking in order to be proactive and mitigate the possible risks threatening your business. So this will be a two-part video. In this video, I will be discussing the action plans such as setting up a response team, reviewing your business risks, confirming your contingency plan, checking your supply chain, reviewing your funding and cash flow support. So the first step is to set up a response team. You could assign a responsibility to a senior manager, possibly, and form a team to identify your business vulnerabilities, particularly the impact to customers, suppliers, and staff. Assess your preparedness, establish contingency plans, and carry out internal communications. Your response team should ensure that the staff are well informed and reminded on basic hygiene precautions and that real-time health communication is possible across the workforce. You should be thinking in terms of having a joined up, well-planned approach, as it's not only important ensuring that you are ready to make and implement decisions if your position should become worse in the days and weeks to come. The second thing you must be doing is to review your business risks. But let me remind you, speaking from my 7 to 8 years of business consultancy experience, this task, business risk evaluation, is not just limited during the crisis. You should periodically do this exercise. The key areas you should look at include your liquidity and the funds held in reserve should your income fall, which probably would. Also consider the demand side risk, supply chain risk, and your workforce mobility. You should consider whether there has been any changes in your break-even point as a result of increased supply costs or workforce productivity lowering down. You may need to adapt your performance targets to account for changes in your trading environment. The third thing is to confirm your contingency plans. For example, you should be answering questions such as what would the temporary closure of an office or location cost your business? Or what if you have to source alternative, more expensive suppliers or face delivery delays? Or how would you deal with a cash flow shortage? These types of critical scenarios which impact revenue or costs should be reviewed for sure, and plans should be in place to address them. A very good practice is to do sensitivity analysis that will show the areas where you are at risk and which therefore need the most thought and planning. The fourth thing is to check your supply chain. Companies need to define the extent and likely duration of disruption to their supply chain. Consider whether you should rationale critical parts, pre-book rail or air freight capacity, use after sales stock as a bridge until production restarts, or try to gain higher priority from your suppliers. Also, you must consider your pricing strategy if your supply chain becomes constrained and how hoarding or panic buying might impact your demand when your supply comes back online. It may sound counterintuitive to pay suppliers quickly or by form from a cash flow perspective. However, if by doing so it gets you to the front of the line, it may be worth considering in supplier-led markets. For importers seeking alternative suppliers, Lloyds Bank are promoting their free-to-use international trade portal to assist in researching potential suppliers. Number 5 is to review your funding and cash flow support. It has been reported that some high street banks are rolling out emergency loans to businesses that are showing signs of financial strain amidst the coronavirus outbreak. Barclays in particular has instructed its 1,500 relationship managers to contact at-risk customers and has signed off its first batch of overdrafts and short-term loans designed to ease the financial strain of the coronavirus outbreak. They include cases where Chinese deliveries have been severely delayed or payments have not been received from clients who are under quarantine overseas. Barclays is also said to be offering business clients 12-month capital repayment holidays on loans worth more than £25,000, as well as access to a 14 billion fund launched last year as part of a 3-year commitment to small firms to build resilience during the uncertain times. Meanwhile, NatWest has promised £5 billion to support UK's small and medium-sized businesses suffering from the disruption caused by this COVID-19 outbreak, though the details of how this will be allocated are not yet clear. I would strongly advise you guys who are concerned about their financing arrangements or cash flow position to speak to your bank relationship manager to look at their individual cases to see whether there are solutions such as temporary overdraft or loan facility available to you or your business. Also, when assessing this, they should consider the costs of finance and any impact on overall profitability. There have been quite a lot of research rolling out, banks offering the solutions offered by bank. Please do contact your respective banks if you would like to know more about the available financing options. Number 6, check your insurance policy. You may need to check your terms and conditions of your insurance policy to ensure that you are covered under your business interruption insurance. Some policies may specify a precise list of illness irrespective of the government classification, so you should speak to insurance broker immediately. What do you think of my today's video? If you find it beneficial, do share it with your friends or people you think would also find it beneficial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Please do practice social distancing of 2 meters at least.